So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knox got loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
What up, everyone? As you can see, it's just the three of us. Unfortunately, Indie Craft Brew was unable to make it last minute tonight. That sucks. It happens, though.
They're good. They're a good crew. They're a fun time.
Yeah, they're good crew. They're fun. You've seen them before. We'll have them back on. You know, no big deal.
I like how much Mike drinks and has fun.
Yeah, Mike gets drunk. I'm really disappointed he's not here tonight.
Yeah. I literally told Stephanie, oh, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, Mike gonna get drunk.
Yeah.
Mike not here to get drunk.
Damn it.
I blame Austin.
I do blame Austin.
I blame Austin. He's supposed to keep Mike corralled.
He is supposed to.
Like, that's his one job.
That is his job.
Like,
Not say stupid stuff and...
keep Mike corralled.
Yeah.
Because Mike's going to say stupid shit and not be corralled.
Yep.
Austin has to be the opposite.
Yeah.
Damn Austin.
Fuck you, Austin.
Welcome back for episode 88 of the Two Beerded Guys. I'm
You're cool,
TBG_Ops guy.
What dog being Q.
And behind the mic.
I'll scream Matt.
Damn it, Austin, he counts.
Fuck! Alright, I'm back to hating Austin again.
Woohoo!
We have a great beer lineup for you, including this past weekend's release of bourbon barrel-aged Bucket of Bolts barley wine from River North. It was just released Saturday. I was able to pick mine up Thursday while I was there.
Yep.
If you saw our post from earlier today, I picked up 13 different bottles of River North beer.
Well done.
I believe that quantifies as a whole mess.
Like, Matt and I figured out between the two bottles we still had, plus the 13, plus another bottle he got off to war, we're rocking a decent little stash of 16 River North beers.
We're gonna be drinking River North about every week for a while.
I ain't mad.
No.
You almost sound depressed about that, John.
Nope.
Their anniversary party, we're going to kind of harp on that because they're good friends of ours, is February 19th. They're going to do a whole bunch of stuff leading up to that.
Yeah.
Let us know if you think we should go, because I'm trying to get Matt and John on board for a Denver trip.
And I mean, if we get going,
right?
And if we go, if you want to join us, we ain't gonna say no.
I mean, it's a short flight from Portland. It's a short flight from Indy. Yeah.
Start getting some TBGU people out for the
That would be awesome.
River North anniversary party.
The anniversary party in Denver.
Hey, they do us some favors. I figured if we could get out there, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
They're great people.
You know what that would be?
Cool.
That'd be cool.
Matt, as always, we're going to start off with you. Anticipated beer.
Oh, shit. Actually, I'm probably going to have to go with the River North Bucket of Bolts. That does sound pretty exciting.
I
hate picking River North because, they're obviously a favorite here, but we haven't had that from them yet, so this is a whole new thing from them.
We've had a barley wine, just not that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as I said, no, wait, I think we did have a bigger line.
Bucket of Bolts, yeah.
So obviously it's Bucket of Bolts, but I'm going to throw out Narwhal Imperial Stout as well, because that is the 2017 Narwhal.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I've just been taking a nap for a little while. Huh?
I'm excited to dig into that bottle.
We've got 5 bottles, not including Sun King, and none of them are waxed.
Exactly. That's weird.
Yeah. And several of them are aged ones, but
I'm unbelievably excited.
Or beers that can be aged.
I'm excited for this. Actually, pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun one. We got Great Notion on the house. We got Hofbrauhaus in the house. Shiner.
Adroit Theory.
River North. We got Delirium by Equilibrium. We have a cool lineup tonight.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Matt, you got anything for us?
Yeah, I've got Kevin's on. Kevin Atwell says, good evening, guys. What is up, sir?
What up, Kev?
Carrie Davis says, happy beer day.
Happy beer day.
And Russell says, what's up, guys?
What
he
up?
might be able to make that.
Yes.
So says Russell.
We'll let you know as soon as I find out what airline flights will be, yada, yada, yada. I'll try to get these two on board.
Was that an airplane joke? Gotta get him on board.
On board.
No?
Not a purposeful one, no. Anything else, Matt?
That's what we got so far.
You all suck.
Looking forward to more comments promptly.
How do you like my new River North bucket hat?
Matt, real quick, do the refresh just to make sure it gets all YouTube comments and other platforms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's officially Wide Brimmed Hat Day.
It is, yeah. We'll be posting a picture of all 3 of our wide brim hats probably at the hour mark.
Yeah, so good for us.
But I'm excited. God, I'm excited. You ready for the first beer?
Let's go.
So we did the
I
order
was
a little.
ready at 4.
We did the little order a little different this time just to make Matt's day. Matt really likes when we come out with a high ABV beer to start off.
Yeah, we're going
swinging.
to be big swinging.
So I decided to come out with Delirium by Equilibrium. It is a 8.5% beer. It is a Belgian ale. It is one of those beers that everybody's seen on the shelves. Most people, I would assume, have had by now if you're into the beer scene.
And it's not just Delirium. This
And
is
I don't know
Delirium,
why I
not-
said Equilibrium, but it's by...
Delirium.
Yeah, it's Delirium. It's
This
brewery,
is the Tremens.
yeah, it's Delirium Brewing. It's that they do their shit with Brewery, Brasserie. It's all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Brewery, Brasserie.
But it's Delirium's, Tremens. Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Just reminds me of Dumbo.
Equilibrium. Keep fucking saying that shit. I don't know why. It's one of those days.
This is when Dumbo gets drunk, right?
That would make a ton of sense.
And this is elected as the best beer in the world.
It was. From... Do we know where that came out, or they just throw it out there? And
I
no
mean, it
one
says it
disputed
on the
them?
can, so it's got to be true, right?
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Clever marketing. No one to prove them wrong, huh?
Serving temperature, 41 to 45 degrees. I like that. Waiting for Tyler to actually pour.
I thought you were doing it when you grabbed the can.
No,
I was all excited. I thought I didn't have to pour for once.
You have one job.
Everyone's got a job to do around here, bud.
I do more than John. John doesn't do shit.
I drink and I know things.
And we're rock Star Wars shirts like no one else.
Yeah. And the new trailer for the Book of Fett came out today.
Oh, did it?
It did.
Are you excited, little buddies?
Just a
Looking
little
pretty
bit,
promising.
Just a little bit. I mean, Robert Rodriguez directing Boba Fett.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the director for the entire show.
Oh,
Or
snap.
executive producer, whatever you want to call him.
Okay. that's gotta be
Did you
pretty-
see who's returning to his Darth Vader roles for Ahsoka?
Did?
Edward James Almost?
No.
He's Darth Vader.
Edward James Olmos
Yeah.
from Battlestar Galactica.
Ah, shit, no. The other one. They both have, like,
James Earl Jones?
That's the one.
No,
Three
it's
names
not.
and deep voices.
No, it's Hayden Christensen is returning as Darth Vader.
Oh, that's much less impressive.
I bet he's going to be Force Ghost Vader in Ahsoka.
Exactly.
Because it's going to be after.
Exactly.
Yeah. But he's also going to be an Obi-Wan.
I saw that too.
Which will be Vader.
Yep. Saw that too.
All right.
Hayden must have needed a payday. Delirium!
Like a sweet and salty
Tremens.
nut bar. Oh, we got, quick before I switch to Cam, Russell Owens says, now that's an interesting crossover. Probably Battlestar, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Battle Star Wars Galactica. Ted Mitchell. I know you're
What up,
dark beer
Ted?
guys, but I'll probably send a few hazy IPAs by Hopfly in addition to some darks. They're just so good.
Ted and I were talking. I know Ted's a great dude. I met him when I worked at Gen Con that year
Yeah.
with Inside Up Games. Ted also had volunteered with him. He's a good friend of theirs. Good dude. Real good dude. Lives out in Carolina. Glorious beard. When he grows it out, it's one of those just gloriously shaped beards.
Love it.
Yeah.
And we also got Brett on. It says, what's up, amazing fellas? And Tyler.
What up,
Fuck
buddy?
you too, Brett.
And here's that fantastic pink elephant on a blue can. It's very simple label art,
But you know who it is.
but you definitely recognize
Yeah.
it.
Dumbo.
You know it's Delirium every time.
Yeah, was it?
I'm not a Belgian fan as much as I used to be, but that is a clean fucking beer.
Yeah. I say it seems to me like this is probably like a benchmark of Belgians.
Yeah. There's a reason it's world renowned. I mean, everybody in the world knows Delirium.
It's smooth. It's a little buttery almost. Like, you still get that clovey, banana-y finish.
Definitely banana clove.
I'd be careful on the buttery comment.
Well, I mean, like, that buttery smooth. Maybe more.
Yeah, definitely not. It's not popcorn butter.
No,
it's not.
No,
It's not infected.
Yeah.
no, not that. Sorry, yeah. My bad. Poor choice of words.
It's clean. It's smooth. Silky smooth, as I think is where he's going with that butter comment. very banana clovey, without
But
being
not over.
That's not.
Yeah.
You're not getting hit in that like almost artificial feel.
Right.
This is a good, clean, well maintained yeast Belgian beer.
Yeah. I wonder how many life cycles they use their yeast for.
I'm curious. We were laughing. I brought Delirium and Chimay both home the other day, and John and I were kind of laughing because those are two world renowned breweries.
And Chimay's awesome.
And we had never had them on the show somehow. So we're excited to break out Delirium today and Chimay soon. And
Gonna have to get on Tremens after this now, or no, the Nocturnum, the dark
Nocturne.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I remember
we're having a little fun with this.
When I used to go to the Harat, and they had the two pink elephant taps there. One was Tremens, one was Nocturnum. And then they had the Golden Dragon right beside it. And then, so obviously those are the first three craft beers I started drinking because they had the most bitchin' tap handles.
We need to get one of those tap handles.
It wasn't even a handle.
See
It was
if you
like
can source it.
It was the whole
Delirium
thing coming up,
elephant.
and I just had like its own draft thing, and the dragon and the elephants were on top, and they just had a normal handle coming off of it. So it was a whole emplacement. And they were so cool. And I thought I was a badass. Like, oh, I'm drinking this cool beer. Look at that. It's got a dragon.
I worry about him.
Yeah.
Many do.
So what'd you guys do this weekend? Anybody have any fun?
I went
It's
to
Halloween.
Cincinnati. I watched movies and got hella drunk.
There we go.
Took Kylie to this place in Dayton that is like a Dave & Buster's, except it's also got go-karts in there and bumper cars and a big bounce zone area and a roller coaster.
Wait, were you in Ohio too?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the sup.
It was a really fun time. She had a blast. She's in heaven.
That's awesome.
And then we were driving halfway back, and then Stephanie calls me because she's borrowing my parents' vehicle, and she's in Terre Haute, and she lost the key on the cross-country course. So I had to have my parents drive the key down to me, and then I had to drive down to Terre Haute. Saturday sucked.
I was Thursday and Friday. Thursday I was hanging out at River North in Denver, Colorado. And then,
That's not the weekend.
Friday, for me it was. I was on vacation. Friday, we started packing, helping my buddy because I was moving Jared and Katie back. Started packing, but then afterwards we went to this Golden Mill. It's a self-serve bar. Put your card up. You get a little RFID card. You put it on there, and you pay by the ounce on the beer.
Yep.
But they also had some tap handles that had Moscow Mule pre-made stuff like that. There was 4 restaurants in the place that you pay with that same card.
Yeah.
And it was really good fucking food.
There's a place on the south side of Indy that similar concept, except no food.
Yeah, the food part added so much. They had a DJ going, dance floor. It was a party. It felt like vacation. The atmosphere was great. The food was great. Whoever buys their beer needs trained on beer.
Yeah.
Because most of the beer was meh. Even their big boys that were the more expensive beers, like the barley wine they had was just all meh. And a lot of it wasn't even they were some local, but they weren't taking advantage of the local beer scene in Denver at all. I mean,
I hear that's a pretty hardy beer scene out there.
when you have the beer scene Denver has with New Image and River North and stuff like that, and then just outside it, when you have Avery out there, you have all these great beers in Colorado. There's
Avery's
no
in
reason
Colorado?
for them to have
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Avery's in Boulder. I think Boulder.
Sounds about right.
Avery's good at stuff.
I mean, you have all these great beers, and they weren't taking advantage of it at all. But overall, it was still a great atmosphere, good food, a lot of fun.
This beer. It is I'd call it a benchmark of Belgians. I'd have to imagine if you're going to
Brett
judge.
says comments aren't working. Refresh again.
Oh.
I
Freaking
just feel
YouTube.
like this is what you look for in a Belgian in this particular style. So I am going to go. I mean, if it's the benchmark, it's got to be 4.5, right?
I mean, that's up to you.
I don't want to go that high, but shit. All right, I did it. 4.5.
I feel like it's
I
definitely.
just talked myself into it.
I feel like it's definitely what other Belgians try to do. This is what they're aiming to be. It's a fantastic beer. I'm not into Belgians much anymore.
Yeah.
But I honestly am going to give it a 4.25. I think it's that good.
I tried refreshing. I haven't got anything new that popped up. I don't know if it only kind of goes from refreshes forward. So sorry if I'm missing comments, guys. We thought we had this worked out when John got a new computer. Maybe it's time to upgrade again, bud. It was working smooth after that new computer change.
Something tells me it's not the computer.
It's definitely not the operator on this one.
No, it's probably the
Don't
connection
think.
program.
Is the operator going to give us his score?
Oh, yeah, sorry. 425. I'm not used to counting.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's. I'm much like Tyler. I kind of had a Belgian phase. I grew out of it just because you get so full. I think drinking Belgian is kind of hard to enjoy a whole lot of it. But that one tastes really good. It's got all the notes you'd be looking for, but not overwhelmingly so. Well balanced, well made, quality beer. If I was gonna get a Belgian and I can find that, that's what I would get.
We may want a quick rinse on this before we move on to the Pilsner.
Yep.
Okay.
Just because that is a well-made beer. There's a lot of flavor there.
Lots of flavor.
But yeah, Matt got to start off with an 8.5%er. I know it breaks his heart.
I wish I could turn that into a tap handle.
The can?
Yeah.
I mean, you probably could. You can. Fill it with rosin
Yeah.
to solidify it.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to save that.
Figure
We
that
might
out.
get creative.
Figure that out.
That's a John and Tyler get creative moment.
Yeah. I like it.
I feel like we could. Or you could cut the top and bottom off the can, slit it on the side, and get like a PVC pipe, and glue that can back to
The
it.
resin's a good idea. And then you just get one of those cheap generic black handles, you take that off, then you put that in.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
Why does there appear to be a half-drink Revolution beer in the sink in there?
Shouldn't be.
Did someone...
Well, Stephanie, was it a porter?
I didn't see which one. I saw the fist and the red star. I'm like, who did this thing?
I don't know. I'm going to be really mad.
John, you want to go look? I know it's going to be bugging you.
Yeah, I better go look.
Comments are kind of working now, at least. Pete Farrar says, nice hats. What's up, Ugly Pete? And Brett says, way too much candy this weekend. So apparently he just ate a bunch of candy.
It sounds like my
That was
brother.
his weekend events.
My brother's got a serious sweet tooth, so that doesn't shock me at all.
Damn it, Steph.
Was it Eugene?
This is Eugene. She's like, bring me out a beer last night when she was at the fire. So I brought out a beer. Oh, I asked last night. She's like, oh, porter, it's out. I'm like, oh, I got the porter for you.
Eugene's a good
She
porter.
texted back. She's like, oh, this is so good.
And then didn't drink it all.
Wasted my last porter. Eugene.
At least you can get Eugene at the liquor store.
I know. It's pretty common.
It's not one
Damn
of them.
good, though.
Yeah, it is.
Real good.
I ain't mad. It's a good start to the day already, though.
Yeah.
Especially considering last week,
We didn't get that high at all, did we?
Yeah, we had, some
We had
Tony
one beer that
Montana
got that high.
before the show.
the Horace was the only one that got that high.
Oh, yeah. Horse.
Oh, the horse was really good,
Horse.
Yeah, the Horse.
Greg watched afterwards, and he's glad that we enjoyed the beer.
That was a fantastic beer. Hopefully we don't have any 1s and .75s and .5s this time.
We shouldn't notice that.
I would think not.
I feel a little more confident going in on this one.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one.
I'm only worried about one.
Yeah.
I bought it for the label art, not for the beer inside.
I just
True.
did it because Matt.
Yeah.
No, I think you might be justified.
So this is the Ghost 1024 Adroit Theories Immersion Czech style Pilsner at 5.2%.
Which brewery?
Yeah, I was getting ready to look.
Where are we developing our Sour Patch Kid theory about Adroit now?
I think so.
Virginia!
Yes! Let's go.
I think it's the first one from Virginia that wasn't like a stout.
Yeah. Well, we had some
No,
IPAs.
they're
from-
IPAs.
Which is the Sour Patch Kids again? In the,
Florida.
No, you get Mexico, Canada, and Turkey.
Don't get turkey.
Not turkey.
Turkey's fucking bullshit.
Okay, just for the people out there that got Sour Patch Kids they haven't dove into yet, maybe we can save them some pain and suffering.
I do want to do when someone is on next to do the taste test.
I do too.
I do 3. Do we have to wait?
Yeah, because that was the point.
I need to see where those Sour Patch Kids were from trick or treating. Damn it!
Just went ahead and ate them, didn't even look.
Take,
No, I haven't eaten them yet.
take a big old bite. You'll
That's
know.
the thing, I don't even think about it until we're here, and then I get it like, man, this thing tastes nasty. Oh, it's turkey. Like it'll be like after I get half the pack down, I'm like, what's off?
You're
Like the
right.
whole time you're eating them. This just doesn't.
Yeah.
This isn't right. Oh, it's turkey.
Nothing like a Czech style Pilsner. Let's see how this one comes out. Droid Theory should be solid.
Well,
Since
at
it's
least
Virginia.
with this,
Yeah, since it's Virginia.
yeah, because I don't know, we kind of they were really solid there for a while, and then I feel like we've kind of gotten a little hit or miss on some of it. Like, but I think John noticing that maybe it's the different brewery location, perhaps might be the thing.
What was that?
That doesn't look good.
I got a weird flavored nose combo.
Just not much.
I don't. I'm gonna try it again. Like I'm not judging it based on what just happened. There was something.
You definitely look like someone just booped you.
All right, what I'm smelling now is not the same. I had like a shit smell, like literally like dog shit.
Finger?
No, we're good. No, like straight up, and then as I tasted it, it was like this real metallic. Did I have a stroke or something? Like
Tyler's stroking out.
I just all of a sudden. If that happens, you can't have this without me.
Oh, you're pointing at the trooper. I was
bucket
like,
of bolts.
Trooper?
No, you can't have bucket of bolts without me.
All right, fair.
Brett says, do Sour Patch Kids from Turkey taste like turkey?
They'd be better if they did. Yeah, the flavor is not the same as whatever I stroked out. That wasn't on purpose, but that's funny.
Just in time for Randy Moister to come back. Good to see you, buddy.
Randy.
What up, Randy?
He says, hello, fellas, long time. And he's like, and now I'm going to stop again.
Yeah.
Tyler's stroking it out.
Now I remember why.
Basketball season's about to start up for you. You going to be refereeing some more again this year?
And do you ever do, like, 5th grade girls basketball? Because
I have no idea. My guess he stays more around Delaware County area, but it's Randy, so it's hard telling.
yeah,
We've
we still got another month and a half of this shit.
He's been refereeing and umpiring
And it's
forever.
fall season.
What's fall season?
We've been doing basketball for months now. We still have another month and a half
Jesus.
before we even get into winter.
Jesus.
I know.
At least it's fun to watch, Kylie.
It's fun.
Especially when they get just ran over by the ridiculously good teams.
Yeah, but then they turn around and return the favor to ridiculously bad teams, so that means they're mediocre.
It always cracks me up
Middle
when
road?
John will text me. We just faced a team full of, like, studs. What was the score? He'll give me some absurd score. They scored 4. Kylie's team scored 4. They were all free throws. No.
Free throws. Who hits a free throw at this age?
So Brett says, Tyler, quit drinking through your nose. And Russell says, if Iraq invaded Turkey from the rear, would Greece help?
Let's see, I've played the scenario out on Hearts of Iron 4, and no, they don't.
Greece doesn't do much? Is that what you're saying?
Greece don't do much.
That reminds me of my history teacher in high school. Like,
Coming in the rear?
no, he was
Oh, poor Matt. That's how we got Nate, though.
he was the football coach, and he was just very matter of fact, and he just taught so he could history, not grammar.
He just teached.
I did grow up in Ohio. He just taught so he could coach football. Like you could tell, like he was checked out
As
for
most
teaching.
social studies teachers do.
Yeah, like he's like, here's what you need to
That was
know.
one.
But
I coached.
I'll never forget, we're talking about World War II, and he's like, yeah, France is getting their ass kicked. They called us to help. Canada gave us a grenade. That's all they had.
Funny, because Canada was in the war before us. Well, they weren't, but they were. Canada was basically loaning their troops without being in the war themselves for a while.
Called volunteers.
No, it's called Canada was going.
Expeditionary forces.
Yeah. Always cracks me up when... And Canada's done that forever.
Wait, were they doing that Time War thing like they did with Chris Pratt?
Yes.
Okay.
It's exactly what was happening.
Did we ever cover that movie?
We haven't done it yet.
I haven't
even
seen it.
watched it yet.
I'm the only one who's watched that movie?
Apparently.
It's Chris Pratt. It doesn't surprise me.
I don't have Amazon, so...
I'll let you borrow mine. Just don't buy anything on it.
It makes it pretty tricky when I need to rent something.
You don't have to rent that. That's on...
I know, but like if we watch like, one of the movies of the week this week, needed to rent.
I did. So with this beer, I'm back and forth on it. Some swigs are pretty good. Some swigs are like, oh, it's kind of a little bitter and just weird.
But it's a Czech Pilsner. Imagine what it'd be like coming from Czechoslovakia.
It's clean.
Yeah.
It's a little metallic. Is the only thing.
Yeah.
I'm getting a hair, and that hasn't gone away. Is that a little bit of metallic-y that I got initially. Now, whatever the fuck that initial taste I had, it's not what it tastes like. But a little bit of metallic. Overall, well-crafted.
Yeah.
Just not quite what I expect even from a Czech Pilsner.
It's just that mouthfeel is just kind of weird and awkward.
Little astringent.
Yeah.
And it lingers.
Yeah.
It's a lingerer.
It's not even a little
Lingers,
astringent.
man.
It's a lingerer.
It's a little unpleasant.
Yeah. That does come into it. You know, when you're done with a beer, you don't want to sit there and go.
Yeah. The flavors aren't bad. It's that lingering, slightly metallic,
Bitterness.
astringent bitterness.
Yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to give it a 2.25. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best I can do. Matt.
2.5. Well, like I'm not getting a terrible lingering aftertaste over here, so I can kind of excuse that part if I'm not getting it. It was okay. It wasn't anything to write home about. I would almost go a little closer to average, but it's all right.
Excuse me.
I was going to go 2.5.
Pete says he wishes he was here for the shit beer. Brett said that movie's amazing. I'm guessing
Come on over, Pete.
Yeah,
he's
Pete.
talking about the
Hour 2 is going to be great if you want to come on over.
Yeah, buddy. And Randy says he had to retire because his knees have the arthritis, and he had to replace both. Aye.
Oh.
Yeah.
Still doing softball, maybe basketball next year. Don't know. Getting old. Just turned 62. You don't look a day over 35 to me, Randy.
I've known Randy literally my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, congrats on the Braves. Hope they beat those cheaters.
I'm hoping we need to take one more. We lost last night. We got 2 more games. Got to just take one of them.
Got it. You got it.
Oh, God.
You need a rinse out of that one?
Nah. It's going to be a heavy fruited beer next. We're
Oh,
fine.
yeah. You're fine.
Hey, it's pretty light flavor.
Comes out with a 2.5 overall.
Yeah.
Not great, but I'm not going to turn it down if somebody hands it to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely drinkable.
It's not a droid's best.
Well, according to you, everything's drinkable, Matt.
Well, I do have pretty low standards, yeah.
I love how he's just like, yeah.
Randy says about an A4 on the burbs.
What?
I don't know. I thought maybe you know that one is.
I didn't hear what you said.
About an A4 on the burbs.
I have no idea.
Is this something Matt's fucking up reading again?
No, not yet.
All right. Fair.
We might need a breakdown on that one there, Randy.
I can smell it.
Is that the mango steam that you're smelling?
The mangosteen.
You've had this one.
This is Queen of Fruits
Oh.
by
He
Great
said-
Ocean.
He said about a 4 on the belch.
Thank you.
No, so not A4. So he did fuck it up.
No,
You said A4
yeah, on the first one it says about A4 on the burbs.
about a 4.
No, there's 2 A's on there. So
Anyway.
typos happen, but I
Great
read
Ocean
what was
Brewing
typed.
and Barrel Houses. 6% Queen of Fruits.
Ooh.
This is a tart ale with passion fruit, mango, and mangosteen flavor. Whatever the fuck mangosteen is.
John, look that up.
I'm going to look that up. Man who knows things or can look things up.
Is it bad that I literally want to, make a beer with all the shit that we don't know what it is?
And it's no worries, Randy. So you don't have to apologize for anything.
Oh,
man. I just
mangosteen?
wasn't sure what
Yeah.
it was.
Mango steam. I thought you were saying mango steam.
Mangosteen.
Oh, I think you said steam too. I'm like,
No,
steam from
steam.
mango, like they bake it, it steams.
Popular health drink. It's usually sold under the name Zingo juice with an X.
Ooh, that sounds fancy. And Brett says it's a butter beer face.
Hey, Randy, mangosteen juice, according to the Mayo Clinic, might be able to help relieve arthritis.
Oh, that's fine. See, that's a good excuse to drink beer right there.
Yeah.
This smells really good.
Ooh.
Oh, that's tart. It is a tart ale.
Wow! That'll pucker your ass.
It did.
I like it.
I mean, it's said tart. It smelled tart, but smelled
But
like
even the
fruity-
sour tart, candy guy, it even kind of goes,
Huh.
I wasn't expecting that.
Fan?
It's not that I don't like it. I just wasn't expecting it. I
Right,
took a
right. You're
big...
thinking mango. It's
I
gonna
took
be...
a big first drink thinking of that sweet, mango flavor, and it was just like... it was like popping 8 black cherry warheads in your mouth.
My mouth is totally dry. I need moisture.
That's like popping multiple black cherry warheads. That sourness, like
Honestly, that's spot on. It is like the warhead coating.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now see, this has an after flavor that is that warhead flavor kind of lingers.
That nails it. That is exactly what that is.
Yeah, it's you're not getting the candy. You're just licking just that powdery.
Yep.
It's
You
got
lick
sunblock
rap
on,
words.
colored.
Whew.
Yeah.
That caught me off guard when I took that first big gulp.
Oh, we got Russell says green also helps arthritis. I think it just means like staring at the color.
No, he's talking about weed. Remember, Russ, we're from Indiana. We're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, it's illegal. It's devil's lettuce.
In Ohio and Cincinnati, there's one neighborhood area that has it passed. So, like, if you're in the Norwood area, you can get it. If you're outside of there, you can't.
How's that a thing?
I know! I was like, can anyone that lives here explain this to me, how this happens?
It's Ohio.
Yeah.
Didn't Nick Lachey or somebody try to get it approved?
I don't know.
I mean,
Some
Indiana's
Backstreet Boy?
tried to get it approved multiple times. Already.
He's 98 degrees, John.
I don't know. Thank you, Matt. Your boy band knowledge.
He's from Ohio. All right, only reason I know that.
But there's a lot of states around us that have at least medical.
Every state but Kentucky.
Missouri has medical. Michigan has recreational.
Well, that's because Kentucky has moonshine.
Illinois has
Illinois
recreational. Ohio has medical.
Kentucky has moonshine. That's a good
Kentucky has cousins.
answer.
Whew. I gotta say that this like fourth gulp, I was like, okay, I finally got acclimated to it. Then I licked my lips. I was like, nope.
No.
I like it. There is an off flavor there.
It's the mango steam.
Steen.
I like steam better now.
It's so tart. It's hard to get any of the other flavors out of it. Like, there might be a little bit of mango there, but it's just...
Is there?
Yes, there is, but it's so swallowed up by that tartness. It's just not balanced.
No, not at all. That is sour for the sake of being sour.
Yep.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's enjoyable, but I think it was enjoyable for me in like a gulp or two.
Yep.
After having to take 3 or 4 more drinks, I was like, okay, I'm done with this. What are you laughing about, back there, cowboy?
Or two. All right, so Randy's saying he goes to check out about getting the surgery scheduled next Monday. Good luck. Hopefully that goes well.
Good luck,
sir.
brother.
Brett says everything good, Butterface, when he said that earlier.
I get it.
We definitely should have got that a lot quicker. Russ says CBD helps a lot too, legal everywhere. So yeah, that's kind of your workaround there on the green.
Well, Indiana also has
Delta 18.
Delta 8, isn't it?
Delta 8, whatever it is.
Delta 8, Delta 18, some bullshit like that.
Randy says, do you guys get paid to drink? No, we actually pay a lot to drink.
We have some sponsors that help us out with different things. We're in the process of getting a few more things going that might actually pay us to drink.
The goal is to get there, but 88 episodes in, we're still...
Maybe by 100. We'll see.
Yeah, because the only legal THC in Indiana is Delta 8.
Yeah.
Russell says also, mango steam is like a lime and an unripe apricot had a child.
That really makes sense.
That does, yeah.
That
very,
makes a lot of
very
sense.
poignant. But what I was really laughing at was Barton.
Barton.
Says, I bet John does shots of Brute aftershave before he mates. Steph, if you're watching, can we get some confirmation on that?
I'm not even mad. That's funny.
God, Brew aftershave's what my dad had. Like, I remember going into the bathroom and there'd be like that green bottle with the long neck.
Yep.
BRUT, just...
I prefer things that are more vanilla, rum smells, so...
Pre-coital workout shots? Is
Yeah,
that what
but
you're
no,
doing?
that's what you're taking a shot of.
Oh.
Well, he prefers, vanilla, coconutty,
Yeah.
good warm-up shot there, Gets him limbered up. Randy says he'd drink beer for nothing. Well, we're working to get there. And Carlos...
Right now we're still negative on it.
Carlos?
Carlos?
Ivan Morales Cunningham says, hello there, with a frothy
who is
beer.
this?
Is it Cosmos?
No,
Is this Cosmos on a different platform?
This is on Facebook, so if it is, he's going under a different name.
Cosmos, are you following us on Facebook now?
If you're Cosmos.
Yeah, if you're Cosmos Carlos, let us know.
Yeah, it's Carlos Ivan Morales Cunningham. Hopefully,
I
didn't butcher
guarantee
that.
it's Cosmos
Yeah.
Carlos. I guarantee
Isn't
it.
that
Oh
the
yeah,
first
he
one that
says
name
yes, yes I am.
Yes!
And he says, "Oh my God, Delirium Tremens, that's going to be epic."
We already had it, unfortunately.
Sorry,
It
that's
was
the
really
first one
good.
we had,
Best
but
beer of the night
It was
so
really
far.
good. Most of us had that before, and we had high hopes, and it did not fail to deliver.
Every once in a while, I like to treat Matt with a high ABV beer to start. That way he knows. That way he can get nice and lubed up. We gave it a 4.25, Carlos, on the Delirium Tremens.
And we're not even really big Belgian fans, so I think that speaks a little more to the beer than anything, even.
Yeah, that was a damn good beer.
Brett says Tyler gives away TLC to all for free, so...
Can confirm.
And Russ says John keeps his in a glass bottle shaped like a boat with a wood stopper.
Yeah. Or the little, like, train engine.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Carlos is saying the Hofbrau is really good, too.
That's our next beer.
Ooh,
Yes.
good timing on that one, sir.
Now,
Great segue.
Matt needs to go first on this one, right?
Yep. This should be an interesting score.
Yeah, it will be.
It's a hard thing to rate. The smell is amazing. It's not poorly crafted. It's just weird. Super tart. I didn't really expect it to be that tart. I'm not that demographic, but I can't fault that it's well done. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Wow. All right.
It's higher than I expected.
It's a lot higher than I expected. Because...
At some point, you just gotta acknowledge like quality craftsmanship. I mean, that's well made. I just
See, that's the thing is, I don't think the quality's that great.
I don't think it is either.
You're not getting a lot of the fruit flavors you're supposed to get.
all right.
The tartness dominates.
But if you're looking for the tart thing, like you're getting that in spades here.
So, this is a difference. Like, if this was my own personal rating, like, I would be much higher than I'm going to get. Because I enjoy it. I enjoy this tartness. But, like, from a Two Beerded Guys rating scale... I think
we didn't go over that today.
Yeah. I think it's, with 3 being perfectly average, this didn't blend. It's not balanced. It's overly tart, which I appreciate personally, but from a beer craft standpoint, I'm going to give it a 2.75.
I'm going to match the score as well. Should come out to what, a 3?
It's a 3.
Damn, I'm good.
Matt was the highest on that.
Just a reminder
Actually,
on the scores. 3 is a perfectly average beer for the Two Beerded Guys. Above a 3 is above average. 4 or higher, seek out. 4, 7, 5, and 5 are not only so well crafted that they're above a 4, they're now in zone of our personal taste. Under 3, between 2 and 3, a lot of times like some core beers at breweries, stuff like that. Still very drinkable, just not. There's something wrong somewhere. Under 2, you're starting to get into the, alright, between 1 and 2, it was given to me, fine. Under a 1 is drain pour. That is shit beer. Under half is just...
Yeah, we're shit we've ever had.
Unfortunately, we've had a couple of those. We had one last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's our scoring system. That's quick and dirty of it.
Quick and dirty.
We've had 3 beers so far. If you're just joining us, Delirium Tremon's got a 4.25. Immersion by Adroit Theory, Czech Pilsner got a 2.5, and Queen of Fruit somehow got a 3.
Got 3.
I really thought that at least one of you would be higher than that. Like,
I was almost lower.
I personally would rate it higher, but I said.
So for my sake here, what would you rate it for you, John?
Probably 3.5. Like, I really enjoy it. Yeah.
I feel not so.
But that's not what the beer is.
Yeah, I'm rating Two Beerded Guys scale where it's like, this beer isn't even an average sour to me. It is off. It didn't nail the blend and the balance. But I personally love the fuck out of it because I like sour and tart.
Kind of like I should revise mine.
Too late, bitch.
That's fine.
Matt was really going,
I'll stick to it.
I fucked that up.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Went different than I thought I was going to.
I kind of wish the camera was on Matt right there because the longer John talked, the more Matt's face was just kind of like, fuck.
You could do that? Damn it.
Well, that was dumb.
Well, can't all be winners, boys.
And our next beer is the one Carlos just talked about. This is the Hofbrau Oktoberfest beer by Hofbrauhaus and Hofbrau München.
Hofbrau München.
If you can drink Ram's piss, you can drink anything.
Munich specialty, brewed according to the German Purity.
Yes.
Germans, you know, they like everything to be pure.
We are persnickety.
6.3%.
God damn it, Tyler.
What?
No,
hear what I
no, we're not going there.
I didn't say I did.
80 years, it is still too soon.
When will it not be too soon, John?
Never.
Maybe 500 years.
Russ. Oh shit, that time already. Russ says he's gonna bounce. Bummer. Have a great show though, guys. Need to talk about expanding presence on Turf's Up. We'll shout you out later tonight.
Absolutely.
And, it's the return of Tyler's favorite part of the show.
Only when it's about me.
Says hi to her tangy little mangosteen. It's all about the pucker. That might be one of the best ones.
I like that one. That one was so simple yet perfect.
And with the slogan in there.
Yeah, and tied in, you know. Carlos says he's drinking one of these right now with us.
Yeah.
So if you're doing the Two Beerded Guys drink at home game, then I feel like you should be able to give us your score on this too, and any tasting notes that you have to cut.
The Oktoberfest originated in 1810 in Munich, Germany, as a wedding celebration for the Crown Prince Ludwig of Bavaria. This product was created especially for the event. It's brewed usually for the Oktoberfest, now the largest festival in the world.
It's actually Ludwig.
Hofbrau München is one of a selected group of breweries granted the privileges of supplying the Oktoberfest with their products using the highest quality ingredients. HB's Oktoberfest specialty has its own distinctive, unique taste.
Weren't they like on the Netflix show?
Germans?
There's some Netflix show about this, about the, beer fest, and I forget what it was.
Is that a movie called Beer Fest?
No.
Are you talking about the Two Brothers Brewing show?
This is literally from the late 1800s, early 1900s, and how cutthroat it was to try to become one of the.
They didn't have film back in the
breweries
1800s,
at Beer
John.
Fest.
Now you're just making shit up.
That'd be pretty badass.
What do you say?
I said there wasn't film back in the 1800s. You're just making shit up.
Why do we invite him?
Because we need him.
Because you don't want to click buttons and read
He
comments.
clearly can't read, and he's lucky if he hits a button.
Pays for a lot of the beer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Me and my beer, we can go home anytime. We're inconveniencing you.
Don't worry. I got the River North. You got all the Pacific
got the
Northwest.
Freedom.
We actually got most of the stout still over there, so that works out.
That's true, actually.
That's what it's
He brings us Listerman.
The lowest rated beer we've ever had.
Pretty good highs and pretty bad lows, they don't swing for anything in the middle.
God, that's just such a clean beer.
Yeah.
It's
just beautiful.
That's what I love about German beers, though. It's just gonna be clean.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like there's flavor there.
Almost as if it was pure.
Too soon.
No, purity law.
I know. That's.
What's he thinking? Oh, you awful human.
Anyways, this is one that's there are flavors there, not saying that it's bland like water, but it goes down, it's easily drinkable, like if you were to drink. It goes down so smooth.
It's an Oktoberfest beer, not an Oktoberfest.
Mm-hmm.
And so
not a Marzen.
Yeah, it's not a Marzen. It's a fest beer, which means it's the Marzen Light is what Smo was telling us. And if you look at the color, it's exactly what it is.
Yep.
It's that
so clear.
Slightly darker than a normal lager, but not by much.
It's because it's more comparable to the Bud Lights, Budweiser kind of stuff. As far as
flavor,
not flavor. I mean the drinkability and kind of the target maybe of if you went into a beer fest and were like, hey, I just want something easy drinking. I'm gonna get staple macro beer.
And we're gonna be eating a bunch of sausages and
Hold
pretzels.
on, if you're going to a beer fest and asking for a Budweiser, what?
I get what he's saying. He didn't say it very well.
Yeah, I mean, John, help me out here. It's hot out. You just want something to drink.
You're eating a bunch of sausage, and
you don't want to get full.
Eating some pretzels, and you want something light and crisp.
Yes, that was much better said.
I have so many comments.
About my sausage inhalation?
Only yours. Except on Tuesdays.
Graham was a whore.
Graham was a...
First of all, it's Gam Gam.
Gam Gam's what it was.
Such a great movie.
Gam was a whore.
this is tasty though. It's basically a higher level version of like a domestic. Has that nice flavor. It's just a slight sweetness.
Yeah. It's got that in there for me, evidently, because that is my personal favorite. And as far as I like some sweetness in my beer, so
that is a clean
yeah.
beer.
Again, you're saying what I was trying to say, but doing it better.
That's what John and I do.
I go first.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with that beer.
I can say this. When it's this time of year, and I'm like, you know what, I need to go find
This would be a good around the bonfire beer.
If I need a good fest beer, I might be like, oh yeah, I remember that Hofbräu. Bro, I remember that.
Established in
go buy it.
$15.89.
I'm gonna go find it. I'm gonna go see us. I'm gonna go for.
Okay, $15.89.
Yeah.
I know breweries that can't make it 5. Well, hold on. How many years has it been that they're about to close?
6?
7?
7?
I know breweries that can't make it past 7.
Yep.
I know breweries that couldn't make it a year.
Yeah. So 4.
I'm gonna give it a 4.25. I think that is so well crafted. I can't give it below that.
I'm gonna go with John. Go the 4. It's really good. If I was going to get that style, I would like to find that. I don't know that I would get that style, but if I was going to, that would be it. So
the European beers are kicking the Americans' ass tonight.
Yeah, tonight they are.
Now, granted, they're 2 of the single most well-known breweries on the planet, but one of the very oldest.
Yep.
So they've had time to get it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they can't figure it out after 600 years, no, that'd be too many.
Yeah,
Somewhere between 500 and 600 years.
What was the year? What?
1589.
So no.
So less than 500.
4.
Yeah.
430.
Okay, it's not money math. I can't do it if it's not money. Yeah, if they can't figure it out in 400, like
Tyler only
30
cares about
years.
the green.
Yeah.
God, that was tasty. That was enjoyable.
What did I give? Oh, you gave 4.
So it's a 4 on average.
Yeah.
That gives us 2 European beers at a 4.25 and a 4, and
Thank
2
God
American
for
beers
yours.
at 2.5 and 3.
I feel like America's gonna get a little flex coming up here though in a short bit.
Starting right now.
I don't know if I'm gonna bank on this one yet, but I feel like the one immediately
I'm
after
so
that is gonna be
What's funny is if it wasn't
such
for,
a chest puff.
if it wasn't for this beer being in this lineup, there's a good chance this would have been my anticipated beer.
Yeah.
Like, there really is. I'm so excited for this beer.
What beer is this, Tyler?
This is Shiner's Holiday Cheer, brewed with peaches and pecans.
Now it's wrapped up with like Christmas colors, so I was expecting like a Christmas kind of thing with like the different like ginger spices and stuff. Like this is more like
peaches and pecan though. This is a nice spin.
No, I prefer that. I don't
Every
really like
drop
the
of Shiner
Christmas
is brewed in
ales.
Shiner, Texas. Happy holidays to the little brewery in Shiner, Texas. We hope you enjoy your Shiner Cheer, an old world Dunkelweizen brewed with Texas peaches and roasted pecans. The malty flavors of this dark wheat flavored ale are enhanced through the use of malted barley and wheat, and Krossenig ensures a smoothness that makes the subtle peach and pecan flavors all the more satisfying. May your days be merry and bright, and your Shiner be cold.
I like it. We're going to do both of them?
Hell yeah, we are. God, this better be good.
You want to start with the first one? Oh, I already popped it. Shit. In for a penny, in for a pound, huh, boys?
Whoops. Good thing I'm doing both. Evidently, I can't hit.
Oh, I'm going to start off that 8%, boys. We need to do that a little more often.
I got to be in charge tomorrow, too.
Just treat ourselves.
It's going to be a fun day tomorrow, boys.
It's always a fun day tomorrow, boys.
Holy shit.
What? I wanted to get you up to my level.
It's a lot of head.
That nose is fantastic.
That's clearly wrong.
Can you smell that?
His is the only one that's not all super frothy. Like he
I
actually
know.
cared about pouring his and just said "fuck us."
I didn't really care about mine either, but
That peach is nice.
We're gonna get some face grease on this one. Oh, that's pretty impressive. You got 2 of them on there. You can almost read one.
I like your twins.
It's a good pair.
There's no elder.
great Hooters.
I was gonna say
Elder of the planning. Plenty
I said
of the
Hooters got there.
Elder. Still plenty of the elder.
Well, I didn't.
A set of them.
Oh, you're talking up behind us?
Oh, what?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Oh.
speaking of, you
Hello.
might want to observe
Hello.
the new calendar.
Hawaii beer chick?
Shout out.
Babe.
Babe, that's right. Hawaii beer, babe. Thank you for the calendar, as always. You are a lovely woman.
A whole year of just...
Joy.
Of that.
God, I don't even
Quite
want to drink it.
inspirational, really.
It is inspirational.
Some Mondays when I find myself downtrodden, I just tend to look up above the screen and past Tyler.
The nose is so
And-
fantastic. I
Then
don't.
Tyler's just blowing on and on, going. Matt gazes, wonders off in the distance. And there's Hawaii beer, babe.
I like it. The body just doesn't match the nose.
Yeah, I'm just not sure I'm really... I mean, it's peach-like.
It's almost peach tea.
That, I think, is a more appropriate description.
With that, I mean, that pecan hits there.
The bigger gulp got it for me that time. The
It's-
first one was more like peach tea light. Bigger gulp got the pecans and a little more of that.
Yeah.
But it smells so great when you get the nose on it. You're like, oh, this thing's got to be hitting hard. And you're like, it's a more subtle flavor.
I'm still a fan.
I am a fan. This is one of those weird ones like we had with the Goose County with the Earl Grey, which I don't think you had that one.
I didn't have that one.
That was like it was just like it nailed it what it is. It's just weird.
That one was weird, but it weird worked.
Right.
I think this works, but not to the same degree that did as far as that
I'm kind of a
weird.
fan. I'm glad I have 4 more in my fridge at home.
I'm not sad that I'm trying this. I wouldn't say no to it, but I definitely don't think I'd search this out.
And for $8.99 a 6-pack,
That's not a bad price.
Yeah.
that's a solid price.
Do we think that maybe this would have gotten more flavorful if they would have done it with a less dark styled beer, maybe?
No, because I mean, no.
The pecan and the dunkel work well together.
Yeah.
And so did the peach, really.
It does. It's weird, but it does work. I'm not a huge I'm not falling head over heels about this, but
I'm not mad I got it.
no, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, definitely not sad to try. Definitely wouldn't say no.
I mean, super clear and
Well made.
beautiful color. Like, that is
Very well made.
yeah.
It definitely matches that same kind of Hofbrau like cleanliness that we just had. Now, the big difference, obviously, is between the German purity law of, this is what's in beer, and then Americans doing what Americans do and going, man, I got some peaches and
Don't
pecans.
tell me what to do.
Dude, those peaches are about to go bad. What should we do with them? Put them in a beer!
We're gonna take a croissant and make the fucking croissant sandwich. America.
America.
The amount of times working in breweries or just being friends with brewers where I've literally been like, what made you come up with this? I had some shit that was going bad. Or I had some shit that was going to expire next week.
You know, necessity's the mother of invention, they say. So
And that's even some bigger breweries that I know.
Oh yeah.
Like, we had some shit that we used for one beer. We didn't use it all, and it was going to expire. And we had about 3 other things that were going to expire. So we said, fuck it, put them all together. This came out real well. Or, yeah, we ain't doing that one again.
we had to show this about to expire, and that's why we have this. Just drink it.
I know a lot of
It'll never
breweries that have
come
done
back.
Or you know what? Yeah, it didn't really turn out. So we brined some pickles in it.
that, which is still bullshit. That was I'm still mad, you guys. Oh, sorry.
I really mistook that whole
Oh,
setup
I'm not
for
talking
that.
about that one.
Oh.
I really thought.
Oh God! I forgot about that.
Yep.
I'm the one that told you about that. And I
Yep.
forgot.
I really thought though, if we're talking about the one that Tyler thought was having, I thought we're gonna get some moonshine pickles, but instead we got moonshine pickle juice,
Oh, that was so good.
and I was more happy with that than the actual pickle. But I was like, oh, this is the spin I wasn't expecting.
I had moonshine pickles the other day at my friend's house in Evansville.
So good.
It was tasty.
Oh, I miss it. We make another trip back up there, boy.
So what do you think of this beer?
I'm a fan, and the more I drink it, the more I become a fan. It reminds me a lot of like a peach tea,
Yeah.
but the pecan still comes through. It's not hidden.
No, it's there.
It mixes very well with the dunkel flavor. Shiner did well. You know, people give Shiner some shit. That was a good beer.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Uh,
Matt. Well, he didn't score. Are you going to score?
I'm first, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to surprise you a little bit. I'm giving it a 4. I'm going to buy more.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Like, I want to like it. I think that it's well done. I don't know that it's for me. I couldn't drink a whole lot of this. I'm gonna go 3.5.
Hold on. I'm going to write down a number that I think John's going to give it. Go ahead.
3.75. Yep. I thought I would bump it up just for you because you looked so sad. You looked so sad when he gave it 3.5.
It's fine. It's fine. I literally knew John was giving it a 3.
Listen, it's good. It's a little weird, but it works, and the flavors are balanced. It's crisp. It's clean. It's really well done. It's not quite for me.
It's well made.
I won't seek it out, but if Tyler buys some more and shares it, I'll be like, hell yes. Okay, cool.
It's definitely different. It's good to try it at least.
Yeah.
Like I would recommend at least trying it. So I don't know. I'd say
I wouldn't even call it polarizing. It's just it's kind of different flavors that I wouldn't really expect in a beer. So they took a chance and it worked.
Yeah, they nailed that one. That's a unique twist on a holiday beer. Tired of the same old with holiday beers.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason I bought it.
Gingerbread.
I saw holiday and I was like, it's gonna be some gingerbread bullshit.
that's why I was not excited about it.
I started to walk
Peach, I was
by
like,
it.
ooh.
Started to walk by it, then I was like, let's look and see what's in it. Yep.
It actually I like
I
to
still
this
have
time of
14.
year. I like to smoke apples with granola and stuff in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what if I did a peach with some pecans? Like this actually might be something I try to do on the smoker.
I still have $14 on that gift card. I might go get me some more.
I like it.
For those of you that in Indy that have never shopped at Total Wine and More, go.
Have hundreds of dollars ready to spend.
Yeah, or take in exactly the amount of cash you want to spend and leave your credit cards at home.
Yeah.
Because if you're a bourbon person, yes. If
Good
you're
luck.
a wine person, oh, good luck.
Godspeed.
Even beer, there's a good choice in beer. There's a lot of vodkas, a lot of tequilas.
And they got very good pricing, I've been told.
For the most
compared
part,
to
yeah.
most other
Every
places.
once in a while, you'll run into one where you're like, "That's overpriced." Like I bought the same thing somewhere else but for the most part, their wine's priced well. Their bourbons are priced well. The beer's priced phenomenally. Their mixer sixers were
Yeah.
Oh, we
stupid
got mixer
good.
packs there too?
Yeah, they price them by the individual can and or bottle, and the prices on the individuals is very good.
Good note.
Yeah. It's a good place to go.
More reason I want to go there, but I shouldn't.
It's
Oh my
dangerous.
God, Matt in there. Can we go with Matt and just watch?
Can we go with Matt and spend his money?
Yes.
All right.
I like how you asked me and not Matt.
Not until you finish your Tabor box. Tavor, sorry.
Oh,
So it was a 3.75 average.
yeah, that's a solid beer. As you can tell, we're slap happy. Being by ourselves, starting with 8.5%er.
And yeah, just going big each.
2 weeks on our own. I'm going to look see
So chatty.
next week is Sachati, but I'm going to go ahead and remind everybody what the upcomings are before we go on to break.
I could use that. The reminders.
Maybe.
And in the break, I need piss.
So we got Sachati coming in next week. We got Stefan following that.
Oh, shit.
I'm so ready for that one.
I'm afraid of that one.
The movie buff himself, Kyle Kratz, the following week. And then Patrick from Bad Dad to wind up November. I'm still looking to schedule 12/6, but then 12/13 we have Andrew Hood, Barrel Program from Sun King.
Yes, let's go.
Then we have on
go.
12/20 Hog Molly.
Yes.
And then
Oh, we got some
on
new guests.
12/27, I'm still looking to book both as well. Both of those opening dates will get booked. We've learned some lessons after over a year of
Yep.
booking.
Yep.
Try to leave some open dates here and there. For instance, this time with Andrew, we were talking to Smo about it because
It
we
came
left
up.
some open dates.
Yep.
We were able to get Andrew right in. I can't wait to have Hood on the show.
Hood is going to be amazing. Great, great dude who just got married after 7 years dating and 2 years being engaged.
Congrats!
Yeah, so congrats, Hood. I was thinking Tommy again. We haven't had Tommy.
I was thinking about that on the drive over here. Like,
Yeah. There's some Tommy.
the whole housewarming party got me thinking, like, we haven't had Tommy on the show for a while.
He's on the list. Don't worry.
All right.
I've been going back and looking.
So I want to do. He's got a new album coming out. I want to do a special song release and
We also got to get, just Kelly back on because we need to make
Kelly.
her snort, laugh, and just break her spirit again.
why don't you just push that button?
Yeah, what laugh? All All right, guys, that's the end of hour number 1. We have 4 great beers, and maybe a 5th. It's us. Who the fuck knows? But 4 great
We're
looking,
going probably.
4 tasty looking beers.
Yeah.
And we're coming
beer,
out
good-looking
swinging.
beers.
So if you saw my post and you heard that this past weekend's release is from River North is one of the beers being drank, we are starting hour number 2 off with River North's Bucket of Bolts. Stay tuned.
John and off-screen man, big bushy beards and awesome hats. Two bearded guys. Oh yes they are 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 two bearded guys.
Oh, let's take a while. There it is.
Two bearded guys.
I really don't want to share.
Now, Tyler, sharing is caring.
I'm so sad.
Is a screamer monkey on you?
All right, guys.
This better be fucking good.
I'm gonna laugh at it. Shit.
First of all, it was not gonna be.
Oh,
No.
speaking of beers by them, I had a
Delicious
chili
beer, surprise.
I had some brand of chili, like pepper, lager while I was there.
A lager?
Oh my god, it was so good.
Nice.
Anyway,
Was it Hatch?
no, it was.
Okay.
That's what I would expect out there because they love Hatch chilies in Denver. But no, it was something else. But it was really fucking good. This is River North's Bourbon Barrel Aged Bucket of Bolts.
Oh, and welcome to Hour 2. I am Mudhog B&Q.
I'm TBG_Ops. This is the only thing that matters right now. Behind the camera.
I'll scream at.
There we go. Can I go back to the important shit? Nobody cares about us
That's true.
I mean, that's fair.
except
Yeah.
for River North. They like us.
They do like us.
Barley aged. That'd be kind of funny. Barrel aged barley wine. This is a 12.9% beer.
Oh, that's it?
I buy 13 beers, none of which are under 10, and he's mad.
Yeah.
I know, you said they're not under 10, so we're going to be like dramatically over, especially with barley wine from River North.
No, this is River North stays consistently between 10 and 13 and a half.
Okay.
They're not.
Fair
They're not usually the ones going like 19%.
Yeah, that's Avery.
I'm excited for this. Obviously,
excited.
this was released this past Saturday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to stay till Saturday. I wasn't able to go Saturday. Luckily, Katie hooked us up.
Way to go, Katie. Way to go.
Gave me a bottle of it on Thursday.
Maybe you don't say stuff like that in case she wasn't supposed to, you know?
They all know what she was doing. It's fine.
Okay.
There's literally not anyone in that building who, yeah.
Okay.
It's not like Small Money who gives a shit who's not supposed to.
Yeah, and I was told
Allegedly.
Oh, that's true.
and I was told I can say shit like, for instance, the November 13th release of Shadow Man. We already have a bottle of that. We will be drinking it next Monday. So basically, if you live in the Denver area, you absolutely will need to pay attention to
Number one,
next
yeah,
Monday's
tune
release.
in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'll
Yeah.
need to you need to watch next week because you'll get to know before the release of that beer.
And tell me if you're living in the Denver area and you're watching, because I don't know if anybody does.
Yeah, and if
My
you
guess
guys,
is usually afterwards. We get a lot of after show
That's true.
viewers.
So if you're listening to this between now and next week,
you can still comment after the fact, right? Like,
yeah,
We don't really pay attention to them very much. But, direct message us on
we're
Instagram.
really bad at this whole online thing.
why haven't we gotten... Oh, yeah,
Hey,
because we suck.
I've kind of budgeted out my time. I'm back to being able to do more social media stuff. I just had to
Nice.
balance it out. So I'm excited. Jared and I worked a little bit together on that. Because that's kind of my role for this, is to be more active on the socials, and I've been slacking. Job, baseball, shit like that.
There's a lot of shit.
It looks like I got it figured out. Yeah. But yeah, Bucket of Bolts. We'll tell you how this past Saturday's release was.
And while you're pouring that delicious nectar of the gods, Michiana Beer Reviews jumped on. So what's up, boys?
What is up,
What is up?
Thad? How are you doing, my man? I just assume it's Thad at this point.
Okay. Well, you know what happens when you assume, Tyler.
Makes an ass out of you and me.
Look at that gorgeous color.
It is beautiful.
We didn't follow Crazy Horse. So
We don't? Oh, I still
I
tagged
just
them.
did. Yep. They like comment and everything, so I was like, oh, something's wrong.
All right, Bourbon Barrel Aged Bucket of Bolts, Barrel Aged Barley Wine. If you guys have not had
Barley wine.
River North beer, for the love of God, you need to.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That
That
is
is
a
a
gorgeous,
red.
rich amber color.
Ooh.
That
It's
is
like
a,
it's like fresh engine oil, not used.
that is a
engine oil.
rich amber color.
His nose.
Boozy. There's a barrel there.
But not off-puttingly
complex.
like, pungent.
It's got a nice
Fruits,
complex nose.
Raisins.
That stone fruit's there. I'm excited. That's what I love about barley wines is the complexity of the flavor.
Smell money swirl, boys.
Oh, I mean, I already did, but
Sorry, I was
I'll make it more dramatic.
trying to give the patent pending.
Big sniff. Drag sniff. Thank you. Hey, Matt, if you don't like that, I'll take it. Actually, if you do like it, I'll still take it.
That is fucking good.
So this is release number 1, vintage this year. Cases 99 is what they usually do for
This
these.
was just released, right?
This was released Saturday. She had to put a label on this bottle to give it to us to bring home.
Michiana says ass maybe, but yes, it's that.
I want
Hi,
this.
Dad.
I want this after 4 years.
I want this every day for the next 4 years.
I don't know. I wonder what agent. This is such a smooth.
I want it every day for the next 4 years, and I want to take a notebook and track how it tastes every day for the next 4 years.
It's because like you're getting the flavors on this, but it's nothing strong, nothing's pungent. It's not overwhelmingly boozy. Like this is
But
already
it's there.
a
It's
really
boozy in his barrel.
See, it's not hot.
no. This is a very tame, drinkable, barrel aged
You and I are going to differ on
barley
that.
wine already. Like aging this isn't going to tame it out that much more. I can't imagine.
You'll
I
drop
think
some
it
of the
will.
barrel. You'll
No, I
drop
think
the
it will.
barrel.
The barrel's there.
And a lot in barley wine, stone fruits tend to get
barrel.
stone fruits tend to get like a sweeter, richer flavor the older it gets.
Okay, all right.
So you'll get some more richness out of that, and that richness of the barrel that will come through instead of the heat. Which again, there's no real heat to this.
no.
It's a barrel that I'm getting.
I mean, there's barrel flavor, but it should be there. It's a barrel aged barley wine.
It is. It is. don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me.
Don't make him start to Z-snap you. He gets to clap and you know you got a problem,
He
boo.
does. It's excellent. It's
That is fantastic. The only
I
thing
wish I had more than one of these.
yeah.
That was the only problem because I thought about not bringing as many beers home and doubling up so I'd have more for beer shares, more for shit like that. But when you get an opportunity to sample 13 different River North beers on this show,
possibly our favorite brewery.
they have become my favorite.
They really are.
I feel like if not like collectively our favorite, they're at least top 3 for
For me,
everybody
it now
here.
goes River North, Revolution, Scarlet Lane. It's that simple for me.
Yeah.
2 because of the true just best beers on the planet, and then 1 because I love their atmosphere.
Yeah.
And it goes in that order for the best beers and then atmosphere.
Like 1 and 2 is definitely Revolution and River North, and I really don't know which one is first.
This weekend sealed it for me because I don't like pumpkin beers at all. At all. I tried the J. Marie, so a Saison. It was their pumpkin beer.
Mm-hmm.
It was their pumpkin variant of their Saison.
Say so, even.
And it was the best blend, not over the top pumpkin spice. Jared doesn't like pumpkin beers either. And Jared's the one that bought it and just because he wanted to try a fall beer. Took a sip and went, I don't even like pumpkin beers. And this is awesome. Hands it to me and I'm like, fuck. I'm going to have to tell Matt he was right for buying that one on Tavor. Because I made fun of Matt for buying that one on.
Yeah.
There's never a reason not to buy a River North beer.
He's
before.
not wrong.
Like we've said that like on our list we had.
You have to buy them.
There are some have to
top
when
beers
you see it buy it.
brands on there. Like there's some that, like you should get most of them. Like no, River North has never let us down with anything we've had from them. They're a buy instantly everything.
I've had every style of beer they make now. In
Yeah.
the 2 visits I've gone, plus all the shit we've bought. I have yet to have a disappointing beer.
Yeah.
It's always well
I had a fucking
crafted,
pumpkin beer.
tastes good.
And I would have given that pumpkin beer a minimum of 3.5, probably a 3.75.
Yeah.
I've never given a pumpkin beer above like a 2 in my life.
I think Michiana's picking up what we're laying down. Thad says, sounds delicious. We haven't even really talked about just the any of the flavor profile on this. We're just talking about the brewery.
So with this beer,
Let's digress a little.
there's that sweetness that you expect from a barley wine. Very stone fruity, but more almost raisiny this time. That sweetness, I think, gears it more towards the raisin. Because when you eat a raisin, you think sweet.
Yeah.
But the rest of the complexity, that malty complexity, That's why I love barley wines. Is there's a mix of flavors at all times if done right.
Can I dare to be pretentious and say more like a golden raisin?
You can dare. Sorry, he's got a 10-gallon hat on. He'll be all right.
Man, I'll tell you what. This is such a smooth beer. John's complaining about the barrel.
And I'm not complaining.
It is the smoothest barrel on a fresh beer I think I've had in a long time.
As fresh as this is,
It was released Saturday.
it's really, really
Our
good.
bottle didn't have a label on it Thursday.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
For barrel aged and for barley wine both, this is a very smooth beer.
You know the ABV's probably accurate.
Yep.
Like, I'm not questioning the ABV.
Nope,
It's definitely...
it's there.
There's definitely the alcohol is in that range. But it's not hot. It's not disappointing.
No.
I'm sitting here enjoying a unbelievably tasty beer. This is in my top 10 barley wines now.
yeah.
Problem is, my top 10 is some really fucking good barley wines, and I don't know where it falls in that list, but...
Damn good.
I mean, I'm not first.
Who
Matt
is
is, but
Matt
I'm
is?
going first.
All right.
I'm giving it a 5. It's that simple.
Okay.
That barrel is perfect with this beer.
I am not quite as big of the barley wine fan as Tyler. This still is pretty freaking good. I'm just boggled by that smoothness that it's got between the barley wine and the barrel aging.
The vanilla velvetiness is in that as well. That barrel brings a nice vanilla to that body.
It does. Actually,
You can tell it's well crafted. It's very well done. It's very tasty.
The mouthfeel is soft and silky. Sorry, I just keep adding stuff because I love
good.
this beer.
I'm sorry. Just this is again we're talking about that upper level stuff where then becomes personal things and a little more stout than barley wine favoritism.
I mean,
on
you're
my
wrong, but that's
end.
fair.
I'm gonna go 4.75 though.
I half
So-
expect to be like 3. No, just because it'd been funny, like just the personal preference. Now it's still great. Like all this build up thinking of 4.75,
Like 2.5.
and it'd be like 3, and then that's how Tyler murdered Matt.
The other way I live, being a drunk asshole.
So
That vanilla from the barrel is
yeah, it's fantastic.
Tyler's trying to talk us both into a 5. I don't know if you know that.
the vanilla lingers. The vanilla
I know
lingers.
it is.
The vanilla lingers, and that's why I'm noticing.
And you know what's funny? Like, if this sat for 2 years, this might be the best barley wine I've ever had.
Or it could be worse. You never know.
I strongly believe that this would be one of the best barley wines I've ever had in about 2 years. Right now, just knowing that it's fresh, and oftentimes fresh barrel-aged stuff can be a little bit hot, can be a little bit strong coming out. Like, it's still so amazing. I appreciate that. So I am also going to go 4.75 with, once again, I wish I could go back in 2 years and try this again, because it might be it
means go back to Colorado.
it could very well be the best barley wine I've ever had in about 2 years.
You've got to go back in time.
Buy it and sell it, people.
I may see it.
Buy 2, so you can have one now, and you can have one in 2
I may
years.
see if they have more.
Maybe buy 4. Fuck it.
I may see if they have more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And start a new.
Tyler wouldn't have screwed the pooch on that one.
Been there in February.
I may see if we can start a new box.
We'll be there in 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love. I love that place.
It's delicious.
That was tasty as shit.
Yeah. Like, literally, I wanted to pull this out in a year or two and be like, oh, fuck.
Like, legitimately, it's a top 10 barley wine for me. And
Yeah.
I've had an absurd amount of barley wines.
Yeah, it's barrel's a little strong right now, but it's fucking fresh, brand new.
It's not.
Just as barrel's strong, Tyler slap him.
I'm done.
I give it a 4.75.
John, I normally agree with you on the weird things where like you and Tyler disagree, but this one you're just wrong.
Give it a 4.75. What more? I fucking matched you.
Not the score, the barrel critique.
It's present.
It's
Well,
present.
I'd hope so. It's barrel aged.
But not, yeah, if it wasn't there at all, I'd be more let down. Because half the point of getting the barrel age is to get the barrel.
John, I'm going to need you to read this beer.
Oh. Moving on. The Trooper, the Day of the Dead from Cheshire, England. Now, we heard dropping an ABV down to a 4.7%.
I was a little salty when I saw that and paid what I paid for this.
But it is a special edition label. It is a collaboration between Iron Maiden and Robinson Brewery. You find this in a 2-pack in a coffin.
Yes, it's a cardboard coffin 2-pack for $15.99 at the old Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati,
We
Ohio.
have to tilt this here. Okay. Onward, rode the god. The charge of the Light Brigade, which inspired the Iron Maiden song The Trooper, took place at the Battle of Balaclava in 1854 during the Crimean War, when 600 British cavalry courageously charged the massed Russian artillery. This gallant but foolhardy assault resulted in a massive loss.
See, it's not
of
just
life
me, fuckers.
And came about due to a misunderstanding of an order given by the commanding officer, Lord Raglan. It's a premium British beer that has sold over 15
That's
million.
a sigh of words.
So much, yeah. And it's such small print on a really hard to read label.
Dude, now you understand my pain a lot of times.
Yeah.
Everybody makes fun of the guy
It's
who
a
has
British
to read.
beer.
I thought we'd probably tap out there. It's Iron Maiden beer. That's the
Yeah,
whole reason
it's
we got
Iron
it.
Maiden.
That's the whole reason
Everybody
we have
makes
it.
fun of the guy that has to read this shit, and then you go to do it, and it's like, this isn't as easy as we thought.
Let's hum the Trooper. That way people know what we're talking about. Because if we play the song, we'll get kicked off Facebook.
We'll get kicked off Facebook quickly.
YouTube be like, hey, just you can't make money. We're like, cool, we don't. Facebook could be like, fuck you.
Do it.
By the way, I got my first paycheck from TikTok.
Nice.
Oh
Did it pay the overage?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I made $115.
Nice. Did you get any commission check from the?
Nah. It's fine.
I'm gonna buy some more.
I mean, we're ordering some from one of my nephews, I think.
Christmas coming up. What's that code?
Shit, I don't remember. Give it a minute.
Coach TD.
Wow, you're doing really good
It
on
is
that.
Coach TD, that's right.
Brand ambassador.
No, I haven't been posting on TikTok in a while. But baseball indoor workouts are about to start. Well, I'm in that weird.
So you know where you need sunglasses? Indoors.
No, I'm in that weird in between on, like, with my content. Fall season ended, but winter workouts haven't begun. So I'm in that weird in between with most of my content. High school stuff started, but I don't put them on TikTok.
Yeah.
Our travel organization has a blanket. When you sign that you're playing, parents and players, it covers.
You do things like banana ball.
Well, and it covers like the rights to be able to put pictures and videos on social media for coaches or the organization. High school, we don't have that, so I tend not to post anything about my high school players. It's not that I don't love them.
Yeah, you know, high school players, if you're watching right now, Coach Danner just doesn't like you as much.
It's not true. It's not true.
I think you just said that.
I really hope none of you are watching, because Lutheran does not need to be watching this. But
Or you could call him Coach. Put it in the
They're
canner
Lutheran,
banner.
though, not Catholic. I was going to say, are they Catholic? No, they're Lutheran.
which they drink a lot
Dumbass.
at Lutheran, too. It's
All right,
fine.
fair.
The trash can by the baseball field on home football days is always full of beer cans.
Have they had a fundraiser to sell beer for the school?
No.
All right.
No, it's not that. We did that at that one
Did that,
Catholic
yeah,
school.
yeah.
That was fun.
Hey, that's how.
Sell beer to raise funds for schools.
Yeah.
like it.
Fish fries and beer.
We had a good time at that.
It was a great time. Should have sold more sour beer, but whatever. It goes.
I also we should have left earlier too, instead of going to get more beer.
Oh, and the bingo games and stuff. Like, that's a big
Gambling.
hitter.
Oh,
The gambling.
ooh, that's not bad.
I don't know what a British beer is supposed to taste like, but
Pub. It's supposed to taste like you're sitting in a smoky pub.
Usually a bit warmer than this, I imagine.
Depends on the pub, but for the most
and
part,
it sat out for an hour, so it's not like
Yeah, I mean, it's not what I call cold,
hey,
but
this
it's,
comes out. This
this
is
is cool.
this is pretty accurate. I think.
This is a pretty fair basement temp right now, I
Yeah.
think. Like, maybe a little cooler than basement,
not
but
I don't know if I don't know if anything stands out in it, but it's super drinkable. A
Reminds me a little bit of an
Yeah.
Oktoberfest.
little bit.
almost.
Without some of the sweetness and the spice.
Yeah, but it's similar. It's that malty
Yeah.
body.
Kind of like a red or an Oktoberfest had a baby.
I could no, kind of like just a red.
Okay, so it's a red.
Watched an Oktoberfest while having a baby.
Did it get cooked?
I think so.
Okay.
Is it like how you make the proper
Oktoberfest got cut.
What is that? The martini, making proper martini. Like you just glance at a bottle of vermouth, like on
Yeah.
those.
What's Suter want? Did you tell him about the barley wine?
I did not.
No.
Suiter's actually watching the show. Oh
No,
no, he's not
he
watching
was-
the show.
No, he
He's
got
just
kicked
talking
out.
during the show.
He
you
used my
forgot you were
login
on
for
it.
ESPN and he got kicked out.
He texted John, and I assumed John had texted him about the barley wine because it's Suter.
Yeah.
And it was delicious.
Which, by the way, guys, if you haven't looked at the post on Instagram yet, go to our Instagram, look at the River North post I made.
Like it.
Like it, comment on it. But no,
Smash
the big
that.
smash that like button.
haven't
Actually,
done that in a
guys,
while.
we haven't done that in a while. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, even though we don't tweet. Go to our website, even though we haven't done shit on it, and there's nothing there right now. We do have new merch coming. We just gotta have our meeting with Brandon still and come up with ideas. As soon as we have that, merch will be released. We'd love to do it sometime in November to have merch for the holiday season, but we'll see.
You know it's November now.
Yeah, I said in November.
Okay.
Uh,
Kind of a
yeah.
get on,
So
boys.
that's the goal for us, is to have some merch ready to launch this month.
Yeah.
For the holiday
Shit, this
season.
month. Fuck, we
What's
gotta
this
talk
month?
Brandon.
But
See, that's why. See, John just now registered that.
I was trying to get suited my
He's
ESPN login.
But that's the plan. But make sure you
watch
follow us on all social medias. When we do launch our new merch, it will be launched on
Merch
Instagram.
2.0.
It'll be launched on two sites. Instagram, because we're not going to have like direct sales as much, and then we'll do it on our website as well.
I really think
So
I'd
make
say
sure you
OnlyFans.
follow both. We will show you. We'll probably release it very similar to Craft or Die does with a lot of their stuff now, where we show you what we're selling. You order it, you get it.
So OnlyFans will not be an outlet for merch.
Not yet. Keyword. Yeah.
I'm texting Brandon right now so he knows.
Perfect. Thought you already did that.
John, you're doing work on the job. We're supposed to be drinking right now.
Well, so I last time I messaged him, I told him about the new grapefruit IPA.
Oh, I'm glad that's what you were worried about.
Yeah.
Well, I
Not our
just
merch.
thought it was a great. That'd be part of our merch.
That's but not.
I don't even get to say the name of it.
It was great. No, save it for the or
Yeah, no, you don't tell them.
So it's not the hard dick insider. It's
No,
gonna be
we're
a
not.
different one. Okay.
Which we definitely need to get merch for that.
Yeah.
We
was-
need to make some more. It's
it
that
was-
season,
It is season.
and we want to do all those spices and stuff we planned on.
Yeah.
But no, make sure you follow for all that. Follow for.
We have a new grapefruit IPA coming out. It's gonna be awesome.
and John, that was
Or at
Dickens
least
hard
at least
cider,
the
but it
label.
just got the heart above and the cider below, and Dickens in the middle.
But thank you guys. We appreciate everything, all the support you give us. It's a hell of a lot of fun. Make sure you also throw that support towards Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station. They are the ones that sponsor the Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Review. Matt, what movies are we reviewing tonight?
We are doing the Wes Craven classic, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and we are also doing Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, we can't do it 3 times in a row.
That was the
John.
point. Technically,
You got to deal with Michael Keaton when he pops up in here. Okay, he's old now. He's gonna be more crotchety.
I'm so excited. Make sure you listen to this review, especially on Beetlejuice. I feel like
There's a lot of meat on that bone.
there's gonna be some conversation on
there we
that
go.
one.
That's a good one for conversation.
I'm excited to get back into it. You can find that wherever you listen to podcasts, whether it's Apple, Amazon, Spotify, random podcast station. It is on all of those thanks to our friends at Turfs Up Radio. Back to the beer.
Michiana Beer Review, speaking of beer, says, love new merch. I'm so bad at not sending you our new stuff. Noted.
It's all right. When we have our new stuff, I plan on sending you some as well, Thad. So, and if things go the way they normally do, that means the two of us might send each other the Christmas merch by like May of next year.
So instead of bottle share, we're going to do merch
Here's
share.
what happened. Russell got the Fifth Element, and then he went to the Thing. Russell, we're gonna have to talk.
Yeah, you're missing some shit.
We've done a lot between them.
Not really.
We have
Yeah.
Not a lot.
literally like 3 weeks worth.
Yeah.
Hotel Transylvania.
Yep.
Yep.
Is Hubie on there yet?
Nope.
Oh shit. So
Yeah.
Hotel, Hubie, and
Strangers.
The Strangers. That's the three that are missing.
No,
I think
and
there's
we
another
did Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the
Oh
Woods.
shit! Get Russell. What the hell?
Yeah, damn it, Russell.
Maybe even another one I almost feel.
Yeah, there was the other one we do Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, Final Girls.
Final Girls.
Goddamn, Russell!
Right.
Russ.
Russ.
Oh, Miss Shan says Mercy in Bottles. I like that.
Oh damn! All right, so Day of the Dead. Matt, we're gonna go back to you.
El Dia de los Muertos.
It's not a Mexican lager. It's British.
I said Day of the Dead, though.
Actually, no, fuck that. Matt or John, you're supposed to be first. You go first.
Oh,
But this is his trooper beer.
Yeah, it's fine.
that's all right.
We don't want him to matter more than he does.
Don't worry. I know I don't matter.
No, you matter. You just don't count.
All right, so
We just don't want you to matter more than you do.
it's fine. I could drink this all day. It's 4.7%. It's a British beer. Good
campfire beer.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go 3.
Especially if you're drinking a lot by the campfire. One of those where you have the cooler next to you kind of nights.
Yeah,
Where you just sit by
it's
the
one of those
fire.
nights, you never really know how much you drank, but then at the end of the night, you're like,
You go to pick up the cooler and it's empty.
"There's 21 bottles there."
You gave it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3 1/4. Matt,
My affinity for Iron Maiden might cloud my judgment a little bit here.
5. It's a 5.
Not that. But I will also say, having had, as a fan of Iron Maiden, multiple of their beers, a lot of them I have, I'm like, not that it's bad, maybe it's not for me. This is the first one. This one and actually the one we had with Barton are the two that I'm like, they're the more drinkable ones that I would be more prone to get. Now that said, this at the price that I spent on it, I don't know that I would do that again now that I've got it.
But it was a really cool coffin box.
It is a pretty cool coffin box, and it's a 2-pack, but at 4.5, I'm like, that really hurt when I saw that on there. But still, I think it's drinkable. I think it's well crafted. I think it's a good drinking beer that is very drinkable. I'm gonna go at 3.5 just because I'm the fanboy, but
Yeah.
Of course he did.
not too far over.
Ends up with a 3.25 average thanks to that score.
Barton will get me.
Barton will get me. Barton's not watching it anymore.
That is a pretty cool label. Yeah.
I like that label.
Yeah. Now I want to go listen to some Iron
Hey,
Maiden.
we didn't clean up after last week. There's still cans over here.
That's why the trash can wasn't full.
I have a whole pile of shit going on.
All right.
And with the bottles, I'm sticking them down here so they don't fucking break. I'm just like,
You have got to get
That's a lot
to
of
like
bottles.
a nice, easily overlooked thing with the Iron Maiden beers. They have the best bottle caps in the game. They're
Oh, yeah.
doing straight like record label art on every bottle cap.
no. I threw the blank silver one at you.
Yeah, because I
No,
saw.
anything with any logo goes on the shelf behind me to eventually give to Russell for bracelets.
Yeah, I'm like, if and when I'm doing an Iron Maiden bottle cap bracelet.
Don't worry, it's up there.
I'm gonna see what the other one I got in my house is, but like, maybe I want that one instead. Maybe that's like the Trooper label art. Like that's like the best album. Personal opinion. Sorry, I don't know if you don't agree. While John's in there taking a squirt, what do you got over there, Tyler? What's the next beverage?
I don't know. No,
We're doing
it is 2017's Sierra Nevada Narwhal Imperial Stout. The Narwhal's a stout I've always enjoyed. I have never been able to sit on one this long, and the only reason that's actually kind of funny.
Did you hear that one, John?
No.
The only reason
There's
I
a
was able
4-year-old
to,
beer, and Tyler says I've never been able to sit on one that long.
the only reason we were able to hold on to this one as long as we have is because it was already aged when we got it. I got it in a bottle share kind of thing.
People, that's funny because it's the unicorn of the sea.
But I'm very excited to have this. Narwhal's always been a good stout. I'm excited. This is inspired by the mysterious creature that dwells in the deepest Arctic seas. Narwhal Imperial Stout is midnight black and bold with notes of baker's cocoa and dark roasted coffee. The massive Imperial Stout is incredibly complex and explores the darkest depths of malt flavor.
Like the Marianas Trench of flavor.
Sure.
Oh, and Miss Shanna clarified that's saying merch, not mercy, when I earlier said mercy in bottles. But I kind of feel like, it's like, Lord have mercy in bottles. Like, can you write down mercy in bottles? I don't know if that's like a good one or not now, but I
Too
kinda,
religious.
Lord have mercy.
Sorry.
Man, this is a very phone-centric episode. I hope you guys at home are enjoying all the phone game. Mouthfeel, mouthfeel, mouthfeel.
Trying to
Mouthfeel,
get
mouthfeel.
this to work for Suitor.
Just because we
I changed providers.
have definitely sucked up at the Mouthfelt game.
Well, they're not watching.
Carrie definitely was at the
was.
beginning.
Carrie hadn't talked in a while.
It's true. Because
I blame Carrie.
Are comments working?
Probably not.
they are. I'm getting red and blue comments.
Sweet.
Whenever we're getting purple ones.
What
you
is
know.
this?
Halo?
No,
Red and blue? Red versus blue. Really good episode.
politics.
I was just thinking, like,
I prefer
red
the
pill or
Halo.
blue pill. I'm like, are we going to matrix on the comments here? Like, one of these is real and one of these is fake.
Maybe.
Was that too meta?
Maybe. No. That sounds
Read the
cool.
blue comments and you'll go back to your happy fake life. Read the red comments and you'll get the real stuff. Yeah, good enough. Whatever. Fuck it. No one watches it for our production value.
Damn it.
Do we think this is going to age okay?
It should.
Brian, listen, I know you're not watching because you're trying to get ESPN to work, but it does you no good to share your HBO Max with me because I have it.
Ooh. Interesting. Thinner than a lot of stouts we drink, but I expect that from Narwhal.
It's a commercial style.
But that roasty coffee comes out well.
That is a nice roasted coffee.
That is honestly better than anticipated.
I feel all the chocolate.
Have you ever had a Narwhal?
I don't know if I have.
I feel like-
A Narwhal is a very good nationally released stout.
Yeah, that's solid.
Sierra Nevada makes a hell of a stout.
I feel like I've seen it, but I don't know if I've ever actually had it because I kind of scoffed it as Sierra
Yeah,
Nevada.
it's yeah.
That's why I was so excited. And think of how many people have seen it sitting on our shelf or when it was over there. And be like,
Right.
you guys have a 2017 Narwhal? Like, this is it's a big deal. It's a good stout.
And listen,
And
it's-
aging one 4 years, like, that's fun.
It's a commercial stout, so oftentimes they are thinner, and yet it's not overly thin. It's got some body to it.
It's not watery.
Yeah.
I need to be.
It is as dark as they said it was.
Even though it's not like a super.
Yeah.
It's not a
You definitely ain't looking through that thing.
body like.
But it's not because it's not because it's hazy. It's
No, it's dark.
dark.
I'd be willing to overlook.
I want to interrupt Matt one more time. 'Cause it's so much fun.
What were you saying, bud?
So let me know you're done.
I'm done. I asked how you were doing.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Tyler or John. I thought you were asking. Anyways, no, but
Is he talking yet? I don't know.
Shut
ahead.
up and
lack
let
of
him talk.
body is easily overlookable by the good flavor, John.
I'm glad you said John in that angry tone because I told him to shut up and let you talk.
You did. Oh, Bunny says she's watching the Adult Sophisticate on the big screen.
Mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel!
See, we did need
His
to.
mouthfeel's a little roasty and toasty.
And above that, Carrie said comment. Yeah, see, they're watching because they're not being so vocal. They're both. We have missed so many mouthfeels. I can't imagine how.
We've brought it up a few times.
No, not really at all. I don't think.
No, it's not been as.
We talked about it in the sour one. I talked about it the silky mouthfeel I mentioned during the barley wine.
Now, Bunny, the fact that we're saying this retroactively that we talked about it means they count again now because we're still saying mouthfeel.
And we're not saying mouthfelt or mouthfeeling. I forget all the different variants that don't count. We're saying mouthfeel.
Mouthfelt doesn't count. I really feel like mouthfelt should.
I feel like mouthfelt should count.
I mean, it's just.
I mean, it's
so
her
fun.
game, so.
Right.
It's true, but I mean, if I had a say in it.
That is a smooth beer.
Yeah.
And what's impressive is, it's only like a 10%er. It still drinks kind of hot.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I think enough to let you know it's there, but it's not like hot. Like it's like.
But for a 4-year-old beer,
it's
it's
more
kind of hot.
It's
Yeah.
more assertive.
At 4 years old, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the exact same thing John and I are still saying.
Which I kind of respect that though. Like, and Miss Shannon is saying it's a solid stout. How's the flavor stand up? Actually,
The
pretty
malty
good.
body is tasty. That roasty coffee kind of feel that they always
Get those
give you.
caramel undertones in it.
I'm telling you that it's held up well.
Since I don't know that I've really had Narwhal fresh, like, I don't know, is it more chocolatey up front or is it?
It's a little more
is it-
chocolately this time than normal.
Okay, I feel like this is a more like end chocolate, like a finishing chocolate.
The
than
coffee's
up
all
front.
that because it's not true coffee. It's the roastiness from the malts.
Yeah.
It's not like they add coffee to it. But the roast is always there. That level that's at now is usually there fresh as well. The chocolate just doesn't show up as much fresh, at least in the bottles I've had.
Oh, so we're getting more chocolate now than
I feel like we're getting more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it's still a very subtle chocolate. It's more of a finishing chocolate for me.
But either way, I'm thrilled.
Like, I have sat here and I've revised my score like 8 times.
I don't even have a score. I don't even know. I'm waiting for you guys. I'm going to play off of you.
Tyler goes first.
It's a tough one, but I'm going to give it a 4.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that, but I don't know. All right, I'm going to agree with it because initially I'm like, I don't know that I would necessarily feel the need to seek this out, but I do want to try a brand new one, like a fresh one. So I don't know where that puts me in this. I definitely...
Right.
So I initially I was like a 3.75 because like I don't think I'd search it out, but I'm like, well, strike that because I will search out a new one to see it for comparison. So where's that put me?
That's 4.
That's 4.
And you know what? I'm going to join you right there. Let's make it a solid 3 for 3. Or 4.
It's a full 4 around.
It's a solid beer.
And that's surprising.
See,
Sierra
that's
Nevada,
the
as much
thing.
as I want to like disperse on the people like that, like I scoff them off and like you have totally redeemed yourself.
But that's the problem is too many people scoff off the bigger brands.
And tonight's been a big brand night.
Because, think about it. You look at the Bourbon County Stouts. Those are some of the best made stouts in the country.
Yep.
But people, that's not craft anymore. It's not craft anymore. Motherfucker, it's the same stouts that it's always been.
Yeah.
Just because they're owned by someone else is irrelevant.
Yeah.
These big brand stouts get so much shit for being big brand that people are like, oh, it's not that good. No, you can still... Now, some big brand stouts are mediocre because they're cutting costs a little bit to sell across the country in big batches. So, sure. But then you have Narwhal by Sierra Nevada. You have Bourbon County. You have stuff like KBS. Those are good fucking stouts.
This, to me, with the Narwhal...
Teddy bear kisses.
You think about how when big brands go large batch... they definitely got to cut down the malt because it's so expensive. And yet, with the body with this, it's about the lightest body you can get and still really support and be present. Like, it's a little bit lighter, but it's not like water. It's not Guinness.
I really just like give them some props on how well that held up over 4 years.
Right.
Like
They're
they
shocked.
That's a tasty fucking beer.
I am impressed. I feel like I need to revisit some Sierra Nevada now.
I feel like I see some pretzels over there. That looks really good.
John's got a little buzz going.
Oh, yeah.
John found food because he didn't bring down the pub mix, did he?
I did.
Oh, he sure did.
It's right here. I don't know, wasabi peas are really good, but they don't go with stouts.
They might actually go with the next one. We have the chocolate Caliente Mexicano barrel-aged imperial stout with cinnamon and hot pepper spice from none other than Indianapolis's own Sun King Brewery, the second largest brewery in the state of Indiana.
Speaking of big breweries pumping out stuff, like that's a great segue.
In the year of 2020, this was my favorite beer from them.
Almost like we knew what we're doing.
In the year of 2020, this is their new batch.
If I didn't think it was all accident.
2020, I had that. It was okay to me.
I really like the uniqueness of the hot sauce flavor.
Well, because they use the Tabasco barrels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Tabasco brand, but they use hot sauce barrels.
Yeah. I liked it last year. We didn't have it on the show.
No.
I would have probably... I had it on tap. Probably given it a 3.5 last year. Now that's... I've drank a lot since then, so give or take 0.25. But it wasn't a 4 for me. Very good, just not... And that's rare because the Reserve Series, the King's Reserve, is a lot of times a 4 for me.
See, for me, last year they didn't can it.
No, they didn't.
It was just on tap, and I loved it
Jesus.
so much. I was really looking forward to the can releases.
Miss Shanna says,
Oh, hold on.
Careful.
Yep, I knew it. God
It's
damn
Sun
it.
King.
it's very full. You squeeze it too much.
Jesus!
Hey, at least you're getting your money's worth out of every can on these guys.
No, that
You
one
mean
also...
it's Mexican Caliente. It's Jesus.
That one also had a little something else behind it, too.
Well, something extra. Miss Shanna says that he liked that one from Sun King, so I don't know if he's got... Did you get this year with that or like a prior year?
If you need... I bought 6 of them this year because I turned in my keg finally.
About time.
Yeah, and I still had an $80 keg deposit.
So how long been sitting on that keg?
Long enough for it to mold.
I cleaned it. I did, actually.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
You're like me. You can't.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn it in that.
No. There's no way in hell.
Now, I've had this year's version.
That,
So I have some
had
thoughts?
last year on tap, much like Tyler. So, and John, because you all, no one's had it this year yet, right? Is what we're
I've
saying?
had this
John
year's.
has.
You have? Okay.
Yep, I had it on Friday when I went to pick up our cargo shorts.
Oh, this smells boozy.
Yeah?
Oh, we get to play. Tyler and I both get to play.
You do.
The Price is Right game
Price
because
is Right.
it's not on the can, but John knows what's in the
I
can.
do know the can.
Put it in the can or John.
I'll do it.
We know.
Not sure how I feel about that enthusiastic response there, John.
All right, let's see. Rich. You can
That
see that
beautiful
in
color
the
on the
wonderful
head.
dark brown head.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like this might be a good time, John, to segue into an event that I went to over the weekend whilst in Cincinnati and visiting Jungle Gyms. Their hot sauce area is
Amazing.
quite impressive.
Yeah.
Which really made me scratch my head because the last time I was at Chicken Salad Chick, they said they couldn't serve me a certain item because there's a hot sauce shortage. Like, you gotta go to fucking Jungle Gyms.
Wait, have you never been to Jungle Gyms before this weekend?
No, I've been before, but I've always gone for like...
Have you never gone to the hot sauce section? That's
No.
my favorite section.
No, because I would go for their Cheese Fest every year.
Oh, that's also...
Which is like an upstairs
Oh, yeah.
event where you get drunk and eat a lot of
Yeah.
cheese
There's
and
four-
maybe a few meats.
There's 4 areas in Jungle Gyms that are must-goes for me. It is beer, hot sauce, cheese,
Yeah.
and the olive bar.
Oh, I love olives.
Oh my god. This beer
I really want to see what you guys think.
is really good. I want to yell an expletive, but I know Brooklyn's in the adjoining
Fuck!
room, and she might be offended by her delicate sensibilities.
We love you, Brookie.
Love you, Brookie.
That was Tyler.
That was Matt.
I doesn't use words like that around Brookie.
So, number one, with aging the beer in the hot sauce barrels, it presents the heat in a totally different fashion.
Back end instead
Yes.
of forward.
I really expected that to be more gnarly, hardcore heat. This is a beautiful...
It's back end a
Subtle
little
back
throat lingering.
heat.
Yes.
It's back end throat lingering.
It hits the back of that throat. It just
I
it
don't
gets
know,
back
like,
in the back of
you
the
saying
throat.
that after
Just
saying you
hard,
can't sit on
hard.
something
Just
that
deep.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah, just deep.
Deep, deep, deep. Is that a three knuckle, John?
Maybe.
Conversation's over.
Oh, now you have a problem with what we're saying.
Yes. A curse word is not a problem.
But I love, that's what I fell in love with the unique way they do the hot sauce in this. I love the way that hot sauce presents its flavor in this beer.
Yeah, it's a very unique, different, interesting way to do like a spiced beer.
Yeah.
You can tell that it's there, but it's different than every other one that I've had. Which I gravitate towards trying these, but then I'll have one of like it's just so hot up front, or you just get the spice. And either way, usually I can't do it very long because I'll be like my heartburn, be like nope, you're done, son. This one I could manage this and just get to enjoy that nice spice, that back end heat. It's not gonna light you on fire, but you get to enjoy it. This is really good.
The chocolate's there.
Chocolate's there, and normally I'm not like the Mexican chocolate fan. Like we have the Mexican chocolate stouts, like because it's got that spice to it. That it's not that it's bad; it's just not for me. But man,
All
right, so
before we
ABV.
go, ABV, yep.
Matt, you're first.
Oh,
Because I own half the show and I can say that.
so some chocolate masking it. There's some hot sauce making it think it's a little hotter. Sun King series.
I love how he's trying to...
12.9.
12.9, okay.
Wrong.
All right.
11-2.
You said 11 too?
Official judge.
13-9.
Ha! I
Yeah.
wanted to go
This
over
is-
13, but I learned my lesson every time I'm
This
over by
is-
0.1.
I thought you'd go 14.
That'd
This
be
is
my luck,
a heavy, high ABV beer from Sun King.
Dude,
It's
this
high for them.
Yeah.
you know this isn't masking the fact that it's got alcohol in it by any means, but I sincerely would have thought 13.1, maybe 13.5 tops.
13-9.
And
See,
I
from
figured
them-
I'd be over guessing
from them,
that.
I never guess above 12 ever.
No, their King's Reserve
Even the King's
series,
Reserve is-
everything's on the table. Like,
They
No,
blend it
even the
and-
King's Reserves, a lot of times they drop it down below 12.
Because they'll do a blend. They'll do the high ABV, and then they'll redo it.
And they'll do an under
blend
blend.
get it where they want it.
They'll do an under like level and then blend them.
Again, part of the reason why I didn't go over 13.
Except they do have one recently. Which one is it that Smo told us that come? Oh, we probably can't say it. But there was a beer coming out soon.
Allegedly, we heard from
Allegedly.
But you remember?
a source.
So when Hood is on, because what Hood will do oftentimes, he'll grab some out of that first
Yeah.
batch, the
Oh,
high
yeah.
ABV batch, and then do
Well,
fun
Smo
barrel
said
stuff to
there's
it.
one that they're literally one of their. I'm trying to remember which one it is, but they're just doing the high ABV one this time. I'm gonna have to ask Smo because I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Dude, for pushing 14, this is pretty smooth for that.
No, it's
It's not DUI shelf, you know it's strong,
No,
but
it's
I
strong.
wouldn't guess pushing 14. Like I would have guessed like low 13s if I was guessing honest, but since that's always bit me in the ass by 0.1%, I didn't.
Here's my particular issue with this year's Mexican Caliente. Last year's Mexican Caliente was the best beer from Sun King.
Are you gonna tell me
That
it's
I
better than
had.
this?
This year, they and I confirmed with Smo Money, they went a little heavier on the cinnamon. And we know how I feel about cinnamon.
You want to know what's funny?
What's that?
I like this year's better.
Well-
By a lot.
Yeah.
And I
They went heavier on cinnamon. They wanted to go more in on that. So
I respect John's like cinnamon disdain. I'm not a big cinnamon guy either, but when it's done right and done well, we've had like 3 beers where John.
I've had a
you and I
5.0
both-
with the cinnamon beer.
Yeah, we both were
it
like-
can be done right.
That cinnamon was really good. This cinnamon is really good. It's not too much. It's not in your face. It's not gonna turn off cinnamon people. I would almost barely notice that the cinnamon was there if you didn't know it.
I'm excited to do the cinnamon River
but-
North one.
Between the Mexican chocolate and then like the Tabasco barrel, the cinnamon kind of works as a blending agent between those. So I could see that being more of like one or the other kind of making this as so much as cinnamon specific to me. I can respect what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't get it on this one.
This is to me one of those things where we talk about the Rusty Nail, right? The Rusty Nail, I raved and raved about how well that beer was. And we had one year, and we had another year, and you guys were like, yeah, okay, it's fine. Then you had the year I had,
Now 1 year,
and that was a 5.
1 year was too much licorice, and I couldn't do it. That was the problem with it. And then another year I had it, I was like, damn, this one hit it on all eights.
I've given cinnamon beers a 5, and that 2018 Rusty Nail is one of them. This one to me is a little strong. Last year's was perfect for my own personal preference.
Which is
However,
fair.
this is really done. This is still done really well, and the unique aspect about this is the way they do the hot sauce.
Yes, that's a very unique twist because the barrel aging gives it a different point in the drinking experience when you're gonna hit that.
Yep.
It's tasty.
Who goes first, Matt?
Do I?
I think so.
Sure.
I'm gonna go 4.75.
Strong.
Yeah, like it's my ABV whore is checked. It's got a good flavor. It's got a unique twist on the spice. It's well crafted. I don't have much to complain about here.
Me personally, cinnamon's a little strong for me, so I'm going to go 4.25. But I will continue to every year. I hope they continue to release this beer every year because I'm going to continue to buy it whenever they do.
I'm going to 4. It, considering, like I said, last year's would have been at highest at 3.75 for me. I like this one better. I think they've zeroed in on my flavor profile of this. I love how the hot sauce barrel comes through at the end instead of the beginning. It's unique. It's different. It is a tasty beer. John, what does that give us as an average? 4.25 average. So today, if you watched last week's, you saw some just shit fucking beers mixed in with one absurdly good one. Today, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4s or higher on the Two Beerded Guys average scale. That is, and our lowest was a 2.5. Everything else was a 3 or higher. That is a great, great day.
I didn't have to get my AK. Today was a good day.
Your scores are on the right.
Yeah, right.
Matt, beer of the night.
I'm verklempt. I got two that I don't know that I can pick between for different reasons. I gave them both the same score, and they both were very well done. The River North's
Bucket O
Bolts, and then the Sun King. As much as I love River North, I'm going to give the more surprise factor to the Sun King. Because I didn't know what to expect out of this. I knew River North was going to be a strong contender. And this not only was really good, but it was good in a different way with that barrel-aged heat and the coming in the back with the spice. So I want to say River North, but I'm going to say this for the unique factor. So I'm going Sun King.
So you're wrong. Got it. No, it's a very good choice. John?
There's a couple great beers tonight.
Yeah,
I think...
We didn't have very many bad beers tonight, really.
No. For me, the beer of the night, which is not always the most highest rated beer I gave, but it's kind of the one that stood out. And I think it's a reminder of, you know what? Breweries who are in business for 500 years are in business for 500 years for a fucking reason.
Oh, that was a good one, though, yeah.
That Delirium Tremens is the standard bearer of what that Belgian style ale should be. And although not my highest rated beer, it's for a Belgian, probably the highest rated Belgian I'd give for a while.
I don't know how long Delirium's been around. That's not the one we were talking about, 400 plus years. But
Oh, you're right. God damn it.
now
That
they
was
have
hard.
been
That was
around
the
a while.
October.
They have been
Yeah.
around a while.
A long bit, but yeah.
That sounded really good, and then I was wrong.
Well, what's
Fuck
funny
it,
is
whatever.
I'm using basically what you just said
Yeah,
for my
the
reasoning on
Hofbrauhaus.
Hofbrau.
Yeah.
Talk about
That's
an
fair.
absurdly clean Oktoberfest beer.
Yeah.
That was so damn good. I mean, my highest rated was obviously Bucket of Bolts. I
Yeah, that was the
am
best
in
beer.
love with that beer.
Yeah.
But Hofbrauhaus Oktoberfest, same reason as John said with Delirium. Old breweries, nationally known,
Yeah.
well, worldly known. I don't know why I said
Right.
nationally.
Internationally.
Worldwide.
The United
The
States of America
mouthfeel of
here
that. Yeah.
is here.
Yeah.
The world fucking knows Hofbrauhaus, and that is stupid good beer, and I'm so happy that
Cosmos
the
never gave us
Oktoberfest...
his score on that. I am let down, you Cosmos. You're still watching.
God damn it, Cosmos.
You were doing the drink at home game.
You didn't even play the game.
But I mean, Bucket of Bolts is the best beer, but
Yeah.
Hofbrau and Delirium were the two I was bouncing back and
Yeah.
forth from. So it made me laugh when you were talking. I was like, well, no matter which one he says, that was gonna be one of mine.
How
as
old
well.
is... Okay, what is
I have
this
no
one
idea.
from?
This is another fun night at the end, though, where, like, I had two I was bouncing between, and you guys still had two different ones.
Yeah.
So between three people, we had four different beers that were, like, these would be the beers of the nights, and still none of them were the same.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
love when we have that at the end of the night.
we've only had a handful of nights where it's been like the same one.
I love the fact that I Google search Delirium Tremens, and it gives me the medical condition. Not the beer. The medical.
I am unbelievably happy with tonight, especially after last week.
Yep, that's fair.
Like
It's almost like we overcompensated with the
but,
beer choice.
but what's funny is we did, but we didn't. We went with some
true.
massive known beers. We went with Hofbrau. We went with Delirium. These are worldwide, massive produced
I mean,
beers.
these are mass-produced liquor store shelf beers.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
yet, they both ended up, two of them ended up on the beer of the night. Sun King, now it's the King's Reserve, smaller batch compared to a lot of their stuff, but still not epically small. They make big batches of King's Reserve.
Yeah.
Still smaller than a lot of breweries, but it cracks me up because two of the four, two were smaller batch, big breweries doing their small batch.
Yeah.
And the other two were massive worldwide release beers. That is a great night. Thank you all for listening. I'm TVG_Ops Guy.
Modog B&Q.
Behind the camera.
Off-screen Matt.
Guys, don't forget to follow us on all social medias. Follow us on Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews. And if you do the Drunken Movie Reviews, comment, like, all that stuff. Subscribe to our podcast. Make sure you review us. We don't know if you like what we're putting out there if you don't review us. If you review us and tell us, hey, we love this part of your drunken movie review, hate this
Les
part.
Tyler. That'd be great.
Hate this part. Hey, guys, that's fine.
Yes, Tyler.
Kidding. We love her.
But if you guys want to throw out there, or the guy that owns 50% of the show, yes. Owns 50% of the debt.
I just want to say, so I don't look like an idiot,
Please tell me they've been around that long. That'd be perfect.
1654.
Not quite as long, but
Still pretty good. Good run. Good run.
Good run.
but make sure you guys, seriously, we don't know what you like if you don't tell us. If there's something about this show that you like more than others, direct message us. Put it on one of our posts. I don't care.
If you think 2 hours is too long, tell us. Make it shorter. If you think 2 hours isn't long enough, well, we can make it 3. Whatever.
No, we can't.
No, we can't.
But,
We got 3 hours worth of stuff to do after this.
but we'll talk to you guys later. We love you. Message us. We love talking to new people. Later.
Later.